Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by my channel. I am excited to share with you how I increased my credit score from 512 to now 797 for free. I can't believe that I am just 3 points away from 800. When I first started out, I thought a credit score was some mythical number that only financial gurus understood. But let me tell you, it's not as complicated as they make it seem. Alongside my excitement, I thought it would be helpful to summarize my entire credit report, explain how I achieved this, and share some insider tips for you to reach a similar score. Trust me, it's easier than you may think. There are a ton of shortcuts out there that most folks haven't even heard of. Plus, some methods can actually pay off. But hey, if you're just curious about my credit journey, stick around. Alright, let's break down this whole credit score thing. It's not as complicated as it seems, and once you understand it, you'll be in a much better position to manage your finances. Think of it like your financial GPA, a quick snapshot of your financial health. It's a 3-digit number that tells lenders how risky it is to loan you money. This number can range from 300 to 850, with higher numbers indicating lower risk. The higher the score, the better. A high score can open doors to better interest rates and loan terms. Now, your score is broken down into 5 major categories, and trust me, understanding these is like having the cheat codes to the credit game. Each category plays a crucial role in determining your overall score. First up, we got payment history. This bad boy makes up 35% of your score. It's the most significant factor. It's all about paying your bills on time, every time. Consistency is key here. Late payments can really tank your score, so set those reminders and avoid those late fees. Even one missed payment can have a significant impact. Next, we have credit utilization rate at 30%. This one's huge, guys. It's a measure of how much credit you're using compared to your total credit limit. It's how much credit you're using compared to your total credit limit. Keeping this ratio low is crucial for a good score. The lower the utilization, the better. Ideally, you want to keep it under 30%, but aiming for below 10% is even better. Think of it like this: if you have a credit card with a $10,000 limit and you're only using $1,000, that's a 10% utilization rate. This shows lenders that you're not overly reliant on credit. Keep it under 30% and ideally below 10% for a healthy score. This demonstrates responsible credit management. Now let's talk about the average age of credit. This makes up 15% of your score. The longer your credit history, the better. Basically, the longer you've had credit accounts open and in good standing, the better. It shows lenders you have a track record of managing credit responsibly. It shows lenders you can handle credit responsibly over time. So avoid closing old accounts even if you don't use them much. Moving on to types of credit, this accounts for 10% of your score. A diverse credit mix is beneficial. Lenders like to see a mix of credit like credit cards, installment loans, maybe even a mortgage. This variety shows you can manage different types of debt. It shows you can manage different types of debt. Having a mix of credit types can positively impact your score. Last but not least, we have hard inquiries, making up the final 10%. These occur when you apply for new credit. These happen when you apply for new credit, like a credit card or a loan. Each inquiry dings your score a little, but don't sweat it too much. Each inquiry dings your score a little, but don't sweat it too much. A few inquiries over time are normal and won't drastically affect your score. A few inquiries over time are normal. Just be mindful not to apply for too much credit at once. And there you have it, a decoded look at your credit score. Okay, so how did I go from a credit score of 512 to almost perfect? It wasn't an overnight miracle, but a journey filled with learning, discipline, and strategic actions. Well, it all started with education. I knew that to improve my credit score, I had to understand the system inside and out. I dove headfirst into understanding how credit works, reading articles, watching videos, you name it. Knowledge is power, people. I spent countless hours absorbing information from various sources. I realized that credit wasn't this scary monster, but a tool that, if used correctly, could open up a world of financial opportunities. It was all about perspective and approach. The first thing I tackled was my payment history. I knew that this was a major factor in my credit score. I set up auto-pay for all my bills and made sure to never miss a payment again. This step alone brought a significant improvement. It sounds simple, but it's crucial. Consistency in payments builds trust with lenders. Remember, payment history is a whopping 35% of your score. Missing even one payment can have a huge negative impact. Next, I focused on my credit utilization rate. This is the ratio of your credit card balances to your credit limits. I paid down my credit card balances aggressively, keeping them below 10% of my credit limit. This showed that I wasn't overly reliant on credit. I even called my credit card companies and requested credit limit increases, which helped lower my utilization even further. It was a strategic move that paid off. I also made sure to keep my oldest credit card accounts open, even if I wasn't using them much. The age of your credit accounts matters. This helped boost my average age of credit. Remember, longevity counts. The longer your credit history, the better. To diversify my credit mix, I took out a small personal loan and made all the payments on time. This added another layer to my credit profile. This showed lenders I could handle different types of credit responsibly. A varied credit mix can positively impact your score. And finally, I was mindful of hard inquiries. Each application for new credit can slightly lower your score. I only applied for new credit when I absolutely needed it and spaced out my applications to minimize the impact on my score. Patience and careful planning were key. Chapter 3. Credit Score Hacks. Boost your score fast. Now let's get to the good stuff. The credit score hacks that can help you boost your score faster than you ever thought possible. Whether you're looking to buy a house, get a new car, or simply improve your financial health, these tips will set you on the right path. These are the insider tips that most people don't know about, so listen up. Implementing these strategies can make a significant difference in your credit score in a relatively short amount of time. First up, apply for a no annual fee credit card. This is a simple yet effective way to start building or improving your credit score without incurring additional costs. These cards are great because they don't cost you anything to keep open, and they can help improve your credit utilization rate by increasing your total available credit. The more available credit you have, the lower your utilization rate, which is a key factor in your credit score. Next, make sure you're paying off your credit card balances in full every month. This is crucial because carrying a balance can lead to high interest charges and can negatively impact your credit score over time. This shows lenders you're responsible with credit and helps you avoid those pesky interest charges. Plus, it keeps your credit utilization rate low, which is beneficial for your score. Don't be afraid to apply for additional credit cards every 6 to 12 months. While it might seem counterintuitive, having more credit available can actually help your score. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but hear me out. Each new card you open increases your total available credit, which can lower your credit utilization rate. Just be sure to manage them wisely. Each new card you open increases your total available credit, which can lower your credit utilization rate. This is a key factor in your credit score calculation, so it's worth considering. Just make sure you're using these cards responsibly and paying them off in full each month. Responsible management is key to ensuring that your credit score benefits from having multiple cards. Consider getting a rewards credit card. These cards not only help you build credit, but also offer additional perks. These cards offer cash back, miles, or points for your spending. It's like getting paid to use your credit card. You can use these rewards for travel, shopping, or even cash back. It's like getting paid to use your credit card. Just make sure you're choosing a card with rewards that align with your spending habits. Just make sure you're choosing a card with rewards that align with your spending habits and that you're paying off your balance in full each month. This way, you can enjoy the benefits without falling into debt. Diversify your credit mix by including different types of credit in your profile, like personal loans or mortgages. A diverse credit mix shows lenders that you can handle various types of credit responsibly. This shows lenders you can manage various debts responsibly. Having a mix of credit types can positively impact your credit score. And finally, be patient and consider credit piggybacking. This strategy can be particularly useful if you're just starting out or if you need a quick boost. This is where someone with a good credit limit adds you as an authorized user on their card. This can help you build credit history and improve your score. This can give your credit score a nice boost, but make sure you trust the person you're piggybacking off of and that they have good credit habits. It's important to ensure that their financial behavior won't negatively impact your score. Chapter 4. Credit Fraud Protection. Lock it down. Now let's talk about protecting your credit from fraud. It's like installing a top-of-the-line security system for your financial life. The last thing you want is for someone to steal your identity and ruin your credit score. The best way to protect yourself is to freeze your credit reports with the three major credit bureaus: Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Freezing your credit prevents anyone from accessing your credit report, making it virtually impossible for someone to open a new credit account in your name. You can freeze your credit online or by phone, and it's usually free. Once your credit is frozen, you'll receive a PIN that you'll need to unfreeze your credit if you need to apply for new credit in the future. It's also a good idea to regularly monitor your credit reports for any suspicious activity. You can get a free copy of your credit report from each of the three credit bureaus once a year at annualcreditreport.com. By taking these simple steps, you can help protect yourself from credit fraud and keep your credit score safe and sound. That's it, guys. One step at a time, being patient and staying disciplined, and you will achieve your goals. Remember, your credit score is a journey, not a sprint. It takes time and effort to build good credit, but the rewards are well worth it. I hope this video helps everyone and creates a guideline for achieving financial freedom. A good credit score can open up a world of opportunities, from lower interest rates to better loan terms. It's one of the most valuable assets you can have. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with my latest videos on finance, credit, investing, and wealth building.